Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, I welcome you to this lecture on analysis of RC circuits problem number 4. We have done 3 problems. Now let's see one university problem which is of Mumbai University. We'll see here analysis of RC circuits problem number 4. There is a switch which is in position A for a long time and then which is shown to position B which is shown by the arrow, and this is happening at time t equal to 0. We are supposed to find this I of t for t greater than 0. And also one more question is there. At what value of t the current I of t will become half of current at time t equal to 0. So we will find everything. Before that, it's a routine procedure for us. So we'll go and we'll start with what happens at time t equal to 0 minus. Then we will see what happens at time t equal to 0 plus. Then what is going to happen at time t greater than 0. We will have a differential equation which we will solve and we will get the required answers. This is the university problem. I guess it is May 18, MU. So such kind of problems are asked in university. So let's start at t equal to 0 minus. So obviously at t equal to 0 minus, my switch will be at position number A, and you can see it's a steady state because it's a DC source, and we all know that capacitor will act as open circuit. So at t equal to 0 minus, capacitor acts as open circuit. So obviously this capacitor, whose value is 1 farad, will be getting charged by this voltage source of 12 volt, and we will have the voltage across that capacitor later on. So we can do one thing, we can draw a small diagram. 12 volt and 5 ohms. This is 12 volt. This is 5 ohms. Then we'll draw the switch which is at position A. And then instead of this capacitor 1 farad, we'll draw open circuit. Now, well, what we can do here, well, I of t is here. So here there is no question of I of t. As it is open circuit, current will be 0 in this circuit. Well, what is the voltage across this capacitor? So we can find it. So voltage across 1 farad capacitor at 0 minus is going to be exactly, you can see it is 12 volt, because capacitor will be getting charged. So this is what happens at 0 minus. Well, let's move on. At t equal to 0 plus, what is going to happen at t equal to 0 plus is now this switch will move to position B. We are familiar with this. And when it moves to position B, this capacitor at time t equal to 0 plus, it is going to act as a voltage source whose value will be 12 volts. And this is from the initial conditions of capacitor. And then at time t equal to 0 plus, this capacitor will act as short circuit and rest of the circuit will be as it is. So we'll draw the circuit at time t equal to 0 plus. So now my switch will be at position number B. So switch will be something like this, position B. This, instead of this capacitor of 1 farad, I will draw the voltage source whose value is 12 volts, because this is what it was initially. And this 2 farad capacitor will be short circuited. And the resistance will be as it is, untouched, unaffected. And the current will be called as I of 0 plus. So I of 0 plus is the current. Now the value of this resistance is nothing but 2 ohms. So here I will write 2 ohms, and I can find I of 0 plus. This I of 0 plus will be voltage upon resistance, because nothing is there else other than this. So it will be 12 divided by 2, nothing but equal to 6 amperes. So we have found I of 0 plus, that means current at initial stage. Now we will go back to the circuit and see what happens at time t greater than 0. So at time t greater than 0, instead of this capacitor, there will be a voltage source and a capacitor. This capacitor now will come in picture, and the resistance. So at t greater than 0, the circuit will be something like this. We'll draw the right side of this circuit, this part. So this is nothing but switch B. voltage source whose value is 12 volts. Then there will be a capacitor whose value is 1 farad. Well, then this 2 farad capacitor also will be in picture. And I guess the resistor whose value is 2 ohms. And the current that flows, it will be nothing but equal to I of. As simple as that, as simple as it was given in the numerical. Let us check the values: 1 farad, 2 farad. So 1 farad, 2 farad already there. 12 volt is the extra term which is here. And now we are supposed to find this current. So obviously we will apply KVL. So let's write. By KVL, we can see that the voltage across capacitor will be 1 by C integration of I dt. Well, we should write here 1 farad because both cannot be written as C. So we'll write 1 farad in the next step. Then it is plus 12. Then here it will come plus. So here also will be minus. Here also there will be minus. Then 1 by this another capacitance, that is 2 farad. So 1 by 2. Here there should be 1 by 1 because this value of this capacitance is 1 farad. Here it will be 1 by 2 integration of I dt minus 2 into R equal to 0. So let's take it once again. This is minus 1 by C I dt, correct? Then this is also plus 12 because minus to plus we are going. This is our path. We are going clockwise. And then minus 1 by 2 integration of I dt. Now we want to find the value of current I. So that can be found only if we differentiate this equation with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time t, what we will get here, see, minus I upon, instead of this C, this value will come means 1. Then differentiation of this 12 will become 0, so plus 0. Then minus, again I divided by 2 and minus 2 into di divided by dt, that is equal to 0. This is the equation that we have got. So let's go to the next page now. Well, these two terms can be combined. We can add them, and we have this minus 2 di by dt. So we'll write it first, minus 2 into di by dt, and then we have minus I upon 1 and minus I upon 2, or we have minus I by 2 equal to 0, because right side it is 0, here also there is 0. So now we can remove this negative sign throughout. So we get 2 into di by dt plus we can have 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2 into I equal to 0, or in other words di by dt plus 3 by 4. We are dividing both sides by 2 so that I will have a coefficient of this di by dt equal to 1. Why I want to make the coefficient 1? Because I want to make it according to the format and the formula. So 3 by 4 into I is equal to 0. Well, now if you compare this with this equation di by dt plus p into I equal to q, if you compare it with this, so if you compare it with standard equation, you can always write p equal to 3 by 4 and q equal to 0. So the standard solution for such case will be I of t equal to, we are familiar with this, k into e raised to minus pt. So that is going to be k into e raised to, p is nothing but 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4t. This is actually general solution. So we have obtained general solution. We are yet to obtain the particular solution. For that we need initial conditions. So at time t equal to 0 plus, we'll get back to the initial conditions. And at time t equal to 0 plus, you can see here the I of 0 plus, that means current was 6 amperes. So I'll write it here. I of 0 plus is equal to 6 amperes. So if we substitute here at time t equal to 0, we'll get left hand side equal to 6 equal to k, and time t 0 means e raised to 0, and e raised to 0 will be 1. So k into 1 or k equal to 6. That is our conclusion, which we will substitute in this equation. So this I of t will now become 6 into e raised to minus 3 by 4 into t. And this is the required current and required answer. But there is one more question, and they are saying, see, at what value of t the current I of t will become half of current at time t equal to 0. So we should know what is the value of current at time t equal to 0. So I of 0 is nothing but equal to I of 0 plus, that is equal to 6 amperes. Now we want to find at what time I of t will become half of this, means at what time this current is going to be half of this. So I of 0 divided by 2 will be 3 ampere, that is nothing but half of initial current. So the value of this current is nothing but 3 amperes. So let us substitute this 3 here. So 3 will be equal to 6 into e raised to minus 3 by 4t. Or in other words, e raised to minus 3 by 4 into t is nothing but equal to 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. Now to solve this, we will take log on both sides. So natural log to the base e will be e to the power minus 3 by 4 into t equal to natural log to the base e of 0.5, as 1 by 2 is 0.5. And when you solve it by using log, where here log e to the base e is 1, so here it will come minus 3 by 4 into t by general normal rules of logarithms, and that is equal to, so minus 0.693, and this cancels minus sign throughout because time cannot be negative here, because we are doing analysis at time t greater than 0. So this time t will be 0.693 multiplied by 4 divided by 3 minus 0.924. Oh, not minus, this minus is going to get cancelled. So 0.924 seconds. That means obviously this time is greater than 0, that at this instant of time our value of current will be half of its initial value. So this is the required time. And this numerical was asked for 10 marks. So it's quite easier comparatively. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to ePIDA. Thank you.